Hi, friends. Happy Crocktober. We've got our October sign out here. I might need to get a new one. It's kind of got some ripples coming up in it, but we've been using it for a few years. But anyway, today we are making some chicken in the crock pot. Very simple. This is a chicken that we butchered. Well, Grandma butchered for us. Don't worry about what my crock pot looks like on the outside here. It needs some cleaning up. But anyway, simple ingredients. We've got butter and we've got seasonings. Now I'm going to use this pink salt right here because the butter is plant butter. It does not have salt in it. So I'm going to add a little bit of that salt. But Justin had a friend come over who said he wouldn't know the first thing to do about cooking a whole chicken. So I said, well, I will just cook it and show you. All you do is put some salt. I said all you do is put some butter and some seasoning on it and let it go all day. Now my butter, I let it sit out on the counter for a little bit and it was longer than I had expected. But that's okay. It worked out pretty good because it was already nice and soft. So I could just rub it on like this. If you need to just cube your butter up and just put in areas over the top of your chicken, that works just fine. Just put however much you feel like, butter and seasonings. It doesn't matter. However much your heart desires. And I'm just going to put the lid on here and we're going to cook this on low for 8 hours. Evening, friends. We are back. This is the first time I've lifted the lid off this since I talked to you last. Let's see. Here's the condition of our chicken. See how much liquid we've gotten there. I feel like it's Thanksgiving, even though it's chicken. All right, let's see. Where do we start first? I guess I can just, wanted to show you guys how easy she's just gonna fall apart there. Perfect. And our chicken is done. Now I gotta figure out how to get it out of there. This is always a trick at Thanksgiving too, whenever I try to lift I just cook a turkey breast in the crock pot. And it's always just a trick at Thanksgiving too. Nope, I left half of it in there. I'm gonna need a bigger pan. Ooh, look at all that deliciousness. There's a wing there. Look at that. Oh, maybe not. Look at that. Yummy. And that is our simple as can be chicken in the crock pot. Does not have to be hard. Stick of butter, some seasonings, let it cook all day. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to simply separate it from the bone. Look at the little wishbone. Oh, delish. All right, there is our mess of chicken and our mess of not chicken. Well, what's left of said chicken. Not too bad. Tonight we are just going to eat this. Well, not all of this, but just chicken with some mashed potatoes. I'm gonna make those up right quick. This is how I make my mashed taters. Y'all have, if you're new here, you ain't seen it, but if you've been here a while, you know this is how I make my mashed potatoes. I do not follow the box instructions. I just sprinkle some in the bowl, however much I think I might want. You can always add more, but you can't take away. And I have water in a kettle that I use. I use the kettle all the time to preheat Emmy's thermoses for her lunch. And then I also use it for my mashed potatoes. I cannot talk. And I just start with a little bit of water. And then you just add to it. If you use like one package of potatoes, just add your water in slowly. because if you overdo it, you cannot take the water out. I'm going to season this up. Could make some gravy to go with this. You could use some of that butter, mix it with some gravy mix. Oh, delicious. Absolutely delicious. I have no doubt. You could put some of that butter here in these taters. You know what? I think I might do that. Now that I've got it just about to the consistency that I want, I should have added the butter a long time ago. Let me make a little well and put some butter in here. All right, let's see what I can make happen. Look at that. I like creamy mashed potatoes. You can use fresh raw taters to make mashed taters. You can use dehydrated in the box in a package, what's called instant potatoes. They're still real potatoes. Just look on the package, make sure you're getting real potatoes. Perfect. And I have heated some peas up in the microwave. That's our first crock pot dinner of October. Learning how to make a crock pot chicken. Easy peasy, simple ingredients. Delicious. All right, there's dinner for Justin and Emmy. I got kind of hot. I look scary, but it's fine. The food tastes good. It don't matter if I look scary. But I got kind of hot up in here. This crock pot heated my house up just like having the oven on today. That's kind of wild, but I'm going to wait a few minutes before I eat. So anyway, that's dinner. We'll see you guys tomorrow to see what the crock pot brings.